do what I do.
Nobody could ever prepare for it, not just in the law, not in the just up there in society, but now you're able to speak and say what you want to say. You heard all those things those brothers and sisters said. We are setting the record straight, whether we talking about the Rainbow Coalition, whether we talking about these immigrants and how we really feel, whether they be black, Asian, whatever. Black people are speaking the truth. You see what I'm saying? That's what you see happening. We are, shout out to Black Abdullah, we are telling it like it is, and this is the environment, okay? See, these you got to understand, the Democrats and these pundits, they built a political environment on controlling black emotions. And then they use that to fuel our machine. They get us out there screaming and hollering, and everybody, oh my God, we don't want the angry black people out there because the world will look at us like we animals, right? But at this point, you know, we are resting. We are resting in the way this whole race card thing won't work. Because at the end of the day, black folks at this point in 2025, the only color we're really concerned about, let's just keep it 100, is green. We're concerned about green because it seems to us that everybody else is getting what they want after we do the fighting. So we just going to sit back and count our money. That's what we are into right now. Okay, we're going to focus on family. We're going to focus on faith. We're going to focus on money. So the thought that they could weaponize race just to keep us in line, see, they thought that those old tactics would work, telling us Trump is the bad guy. And I don't know if the man is a white supremacist or not. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm not going to just have a knee-jerk reaction and say he is. Now, I will say that the white supremacists have taken his election as a cue to kick up the racial environment. I'll say that. Okay. But the man denounced these people in the racism. I know the man's son-in-law is Jewish. You understand what I'm saying? And so that his daughter, who was in his administration, I'm just saying. All right. Nevertheless, that old tactic is not going to work. They keep trying to tell us this man is our enemy. You mean the man that's auditing the IRS, that's auditing all these agencies to see where our money went? Because if anybody need their money, black people we need our money. I can speak on behalf of all the black people in America. We do need our money, okay? And if you can stop the IRS from taking our money, if you can stop the Department of Education from taking our money and shipping it off to these white communities and white neighborhoods and giving scholarships to folk that just came up here from overseas, yeah, we definitely would appreciate that. I can say that also on behalf of all the black people in America. We don't give a damn, all right, if you figure out that these politicians have been stealing our money and you start putting them in jail. So that don't really feel like an enemy to me, okay? You telling me we in danger because this man is shutting people down from coming up, dangerous people from coming across the border, that doesn't feel like he's a danger to me, all right? You telling us we got to fight for a system that never actually fought for us? I don't know about that. Okay. See, I think what's happening, I mentioned this last night. If you guys haven't seen my broadcast last night, it was very good. And it was very poignant. We have reached another level of political sophistication. What I'm saying is black people have learned this political game. We kind of it's taken a while. Remember, we are new people. We are freshly educated people. Remember, we just got off the plantation in the 1960s. We just came to the big city in the 1960s. It's only 2 or 3 generations later. And now we're beginning to recognize the game. We didn't come from a country that allowed us to vote for generation after generation. Our granddaddy and great granddaddy wasn't a prime minister or anything like that. We were cotton pickers and folk that came from agricultural societies, most of the mid-Atlantic and the South. And so now, you know, you got black people like, no. See, we've seen how this Democratic leadership has failed and it's prioritized every other group except the very people who took care of them the best, the very people who've been here for years, right? They welcome millions of immigrants, illegal or not illegal. They pour resources into every community but our own, even our own black leaders. Look at that young man in Chicago. He is fighting like hell to keep those illegal immigrants. I mean, just think about that. He is fighting to keep those in Chicago, the Chicago mayor. I mean, they are willing to go to jail to protect those illegal immigrants. And you can't stop the violence in South Chicago, in the south side of Chicago, but you fighting like hell to keep all these illegal immigrants in it. And you got your own people saying what? We want them gone. The people that elected you. Yet and still they're pouring the resources into those people who are living and taking over our community. And then they turn around and expect us to fight for them. I just want you to think about how crazy that you purposely did everything we told you not to do. And now that it's all falling in and caving in on you, now you want us to turn around and fight for the very things that we told you we didn't want in the first place. I want you to think about that. Think about that. That's crazy. How stupid do they think we are? Hispanics, look, the Hispanics could have saved themselves. They're minority in the country, and they're quick to tell you. They overwhelmingly voted for Trump. They made their choice. The Asian groups, they led the charge to dismantle affirmative action. I want you to think about how stupid that was. And now they're the main ones suffering because it's just more black people's numbers in those Ivy League schools have remained the same. The Asian numbers are dropping and the white folks' numbers are increasing. So you a darn fool for that. These Asian Hispanic business, they profited from the black community and they even displayed open anti-black blackness. So they made their choice. And now you got these deportations began, ICE raid and flooding the news, and and as white adjacency turns its back on them, they want to complain to Black America. We don't care about us. Shout out to Quantum Solace. They expect us to go run in the streets and carry their burden for them. You're over here because we fought for you to be over here. We fought for everybody else. We don't owe them anything. And throughout history, we've been fighting alone. You understand? Period. So this fear that these folk have is real. These Democratic leaders are watching this shift with fear in their eyes. They don't have any cover. They don't have any protection. They know the power only comes from manipulating black outrage, from convincing us that we must always be in the streets. Always fight. We are not going to be out there fighting for a politician to keep their job and the money that they stole. Who do you think we are? We're not emotionally invested in that battle. You were just another crooked politician who was about to get caught up. That's all that happened. Black America is resting, and we are not coming to save you. Now, they don't understand why we're not panicking. And I spoke about Brother Roland Martin. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's frat.
You have at least, do understand right now, you have at least 4 Supreme Court justices who would love to completely get rid of the 1964 Civil Rights Act. And why this is important is because the 1964 Civil Rights Act is the enforcement mechanism that has led to all of these changes for Black America since that period. So what they understand, if we assault the 1964 Civil Rights Act and get rid of that, and then we completely get rid of the 1965 Voting Rights Act, what we have effectively done is gutted black leadership and African Americans from being able to take advantage of.
I'm just going to ask you, what has black leadership done for us, black people? What has black leadership done for us, black people, in the past, let's say 20 or 30 years? I'm just asking you. I mean, I'm going to let him finish playing. Go ahead, brother. Finish talking. But
what happens in this country. So while a lot of y'all are bullshitting around on whether you can be on fucking TikTok,
he is letting
while you're getting caught up in some bullshit housewife,
you're cussing bullshit.
While you're having your fucking MJ and LeBron debates on who's the GOAT,
you're gonna have a stroke.
There is literally, as we speak, an entire focus to gut every single civil right and economic gain that we have had since 1964 because they are pissed with those three acts. They're pissed with the Brown versus Board of Education Act. You have voucher bills that are being pushed in Texas and Tennessee and other places to gut public education. What we have to understand is there is a vicious assault.
I'm going to let him finish, and I'm going to fraternally and lovingly correct him when he finishes. But let's let him finish his rant.
To completely defund Black America.
We do not care if y'all go out of the country to find y'all a wife who is traditional.
Every day, more lies. It's cold outside, Blizzard King coming. Numbers don't lie, trick, hot girl summon. Kevin Samuels try to love you. Uma wanna cuff you. The world is getting cold, Blizzard King saying it's cold outside, Blizzard King coming. Numbers don't lie, trick, hot girl summer. Kevin Samuels try to love you. Uma wanna cuff you. The world is getting cold, Blizzard King saying H-Town, that's the sound that we lean trig. You ain't know it by now, it's the Blizzard King, bitch. So tired of these pros, I got nicotine fits. Every day they get exposed, kick them off the team, shit. Uniform don't like it, well they take that bitch off. Got a whole different squad that'll take that bitch off and wear it like she mean it. I know the women seen it, talking shit like it's convenient. Keep riding European, off on that plane passport, how you feel? Talking about a real man, you ain't real. Not your hair, not your eyes. You don't like your skin, BBLs, you too lazy to take your ass to the gym. So trim while I trim, you are not a 10. Umbrellas, you look slutty. Baby, you ain't thick, your linebacker built with attitude, classless. First round pick, trick, you should have been drafted. Black men with options, know they watching. From DR to Columbia, you seeing a doctor. I'm here, she served me proper, she called me Papa. Spirit flight, wheelchair, while your ass is cocked up. Cold outside, Blizzard King coming. Numbers don't lie, trick, hot girl summon. Kevin Samuels try to love you. Uma wanna cuff you. The world is getting cold, Blizzard King saying fuck 'em. Cold outside, Blizzard King coming. Numbers don't lie, trick, hot girl summer. Kevin Samuels try to love you. Uma wanna cuff you. The world is getting cold, Blizzard King saying fuck 'em. Getting colder, ain't no love, all you getting is the shoulder.
When you black women out there desperately looking for black men, they left. They left. And it's only gonna get worse.
I'm a real bitch.
Ain't no love, all you getting is the shoulder. Don't need no man, so you getting a little bolder. Single mama drunk, oh now you getting sober. But it's over, colder. Ain't no love, all you getting is the shoulder. Don't need no man, so you getting a little bolder. Single mama drunk, oh now you getting sober.
Till you do.
But it's over.
You gonna be with Jesus. Hallelujah.